Are you in isolation or are you in recreation? Good morning. That's the question that we have today. We know from many people as we hear the news around us that we tend now to suddenly become isolated. We hear news of division. We hear news of let's pull back from the world community. Let's pull back from our community. And yet, we're not called to isolate. We're not called to be a neo group of people that are like clothed and like focused. And oh, by the way, we're not doing anything with each other. Why? Because we are the world. We are the focus. We cannot just pull back and say, no more. I'm cutting my ties, because there's no way you can cut your ties from the world. You are part of the world. You know, that famous song from long ago, We Are the World, where we're holding hands across the world for a cause. We are a tribe. We are the focus that really has to be, whether it's our body language, whether it's what we say, whether it's how we interact with people. Good morning, Mark. Welcome. These are the things that we have. We cannot be in isolation. We are called to recreate. So good leaders, apex leaders, go in and create from within the process. Hi, Lisa. Welcome. They go in and create, recreate, in fact, evolve from where it's at. You have to work within the system to change the system. We can't just simply go and just, say, I'm going to work today and, I don't care about anybody else. I'm in, I'm out. And it doesn't work that way. You know that. I know you know that. I know that you know that we need to work with others. But what is it that we tell others the moment we see them? How do we interact? Do we welcome them? Do we welcome them for the value, for the person that they are, for all that is built within them, for all that they deliver, before we even met them? Or do we just say, I don't like you. I don't like you. Or, I find you strange. Or, well, how can we create an environment of creation, of evolution, of empowerment, of culture building, if we don't spend the time with the mindset of recreation? If we live in isolation, we are going to put barriers up immediately as soon as we come in. Nobody wants that. I'm here this morning. I got my cinnamon streusel coffee. And it's only because, I got up, I went out to Panera, got a super surprise from Panera. I bought my reward bagel, and they gave me 5 because I said, give me 1 bagel and 5 butters. Well, they gave me 5 bagels and about 15 butters. Thank you, Panera. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. It was a nice little topping to the morning, to getting up and taking advantage of that reward. Yes, we have to empower people with affirmation, with boldness. We have to have the courage. And in isolation, we can't have courage. In isolation, we are withdrawing. We are building the barriers. We are putting out the tanks. We are putting out the army. Don't come near me. We tend to say our bubble. A couple episodes ago, I talked about how we need to think about that little area that we don't like people to come too close to us. We say, I think it's like 3 foot. Anybody that comes within 3 foot better have a real good purpose, a real good relationship with us. Otherwise, we're going to rebuff them. And that exercise was really to expand our willingness, our opportunity to the full room, to all the corners of the room, to say anybody who comes through that area is welcome. So I think that's a great thing to take into the office, is to really, be open and fill the room. Fill the room with your presence of welcomeness, of opportunity, of saying, hey, we have an opportunity to make something wonderful today. We have something that will make us have a greater environment, have something that is welcoming. You have your bagel, you have your coffee, you bring people together, and you sit and enjoy each other. Enjoy the fact that everybody's there. Yes, everybody has a task and everybody needs to accomplish milestones to get to the goal, but you can do it together, and you can do it friendly, and you can do it in an environment that isn't retaliatory. Invest in relationships first. Everything else will come second. That's a great point, Mark. Yes, treats for the whole office. Generosity overwhelms the office. Fill the room with your care. Yes. Fill the room that people know that you are there for a purpose, that you are going to bring something of value, and you want them to bring something of value. Those days that I remember in the office, it was food day. It's always great. Food day, what everybody's going to bring. There's the big preparation in advance. It always caused me to laugh a little bit and say, oh no, are you bringing cheese? Oh, I won't bring cheese. Or, oh, I'm going to bring a pastry. Okay, then I won't bring a pastry. Who's bringing the drinks? Oh, the beverages, that whole alignment, that whole thing. Oh, we're going to pass a list around. Everybody fill out their list. Okay, so 4 people out of an office of 20 filled out an item, and everybody else was left wondering what's coming. Are we only going to have 4 items? Oh my gosh. And in the end, it worked out, right? It worked out well because everybody participated. Everybody said, it's joy. It brings joy to us, brings happiness to us when we can have a little food during the day, and we have, people stopping by, even though it may be, a little bit of interruption, but, you never know what somebody may tell a joke, or something funny happens already that morning that they want to share, and it becomes more of an opportunity to build that tribe, to say, let's share the stories. While we get our work done, let's share the stories. Let's make this a happy place. Let's not make it an isolation place. Too many times we have walls around our desk, or cubes. We have the cube farm, and we tend to separate. We say we got to have a wall. And then they take the walls away, and then we're upset about the walls not being there because everybody can hear it. And I'm looking at somebody. I can't stand looking at somebody 12 hours a day. They're hearing me. I might be bothering them. So there's other ways of working together that doesn't get on people's nerves, but also works towards welcoming. So I think that's the big point for today. The big point today is, are you recreating? And we can talk more about this. This is day 1. This is the introductory to how we recreate, what evolution may look like. What are the things that are most important that leaders do day in, day out to help? And you may say, well, I'm not a leader, that's my manager. Well, the manager may not be a leader. How many times have you found in a group where the leader, where that person that's facilitating the group is not the leader? There's somebody of a presence within that room that is more the leader of the group. But they were charged and they're facilitating. They have the keys to the meeting, but in essence, they don't have the following. So leaders create, leaders recreate. Processes are never meant to stay the same. Processes are meant to evolve. People are meant to evolve. So processes have to follow. Means have to follow. The outcomes change. We are called to change day in and day out. And so we're going to talk about more of that along our process. So today is day 1 of the day 7 series. It's also a fresh start. If you've been following me, I've been off for, 10 days or so. And that was a little bit to give me time to think about, okay, what have I been saying in these videos and sharing with you and coming into your view screen. But it's also an opportunity to say, is there something that I can do better? How can I recreate what I share with you? So today is day 1. We're going to shoot for 7 and then beyond, because time is of the essence. Yeah, share the stories. Share the stories. Food helps break down walls and encourages us. Yes, it does. It encourages us to connect. It forces us to get out of our comfort zone, to walk over and grab a piece of the pastry or the drink or whatever is on the table that's near in the general area, the food area, to grab something, to connect, and to really have happiness. And again, that whole scale of emotional guidance, of emotional intelligence, of being able to say, this is important. We lead with our empathy. We lead with our love, our caring. Leaders, we are called, each of us, each person is called to recreate, to have the power. We have the power to recreate. We have the authority to go and make changes in our lives and to make a difference in the world that we are, whether it's in our families, whether it's in our community, and whether it's in our workplace, or all of them. Wherever we go, we're asked to recreate. Not break the laws, but where a law doesn't fit, we're asked to recreate. Every day we're asking people in the legislature, or people in the Supreme Court, the court system, to look at what happened. Is the law correct, or is the law need to be changed? So today, Tuesday, let's make it a great Tuesday. Let's make it a new significant day, because today is a fresh start. And for you that are watching this maybe on recording, my name is Dutkiewicz. I am a leadership thought partner. I'm also a person that helps to give you a fresh start. Many of my clients have come through with confliction, with not feeling fulfilled, not feeling that their team is performing, and not feeling that their business is going to where it should be going. And instead, we've been able to turn that around and say, how can you recreate? How can you evolve your system? How can you evolve your team? How can you evolve that which is within you to be the point, the joy, the top of that scale, to say, yes, this is great. I am so grateful for this day. I am so grateful for the opportunity to pour into others. I am so grateful to see the sunrise. I am so grateful to walk through those doors, because in every walking through the door, you're exiting something from behind. You've exited something and you're going into something new. And every day you walk through a door, one way or another, you're walking through a door. I don't know where you go. I don't know what your story is. I don't know what your daily life looks like. I do know this. You go through a door, one way or another, either physically or in the realm, in the virtual world, whether it's through Facebook, whether it's social media, whether it is just in a conversation. You're walking through a door. Is it welcoming? Are you welcoming people that come through your door? Have a great day. Look forward to tomorrow, day 2. See you soon. Bye.